In this captivating video, we delve into the fascinating world of the Kohanim and their roles during Yomtov and Shabbos in ancient times. Discover the intricate roles of how 24 groups of Kohanim achieved perfect equality in offering up the korbonos, eating the korbonos, distributing the Lechem Hampanim, the showbread, as well as the Shtei HaLechem, the 2 loaves of Shavuos, of bread. We'll learn how they managed their important roles in the temple during these special occasions when Shabbos and Yomtov came together on the same day. Together we'll unravel the secrets of the Kohanim's sacred duties and how they worked as a team, treating everybody equally and working in perfect unison together. Get ready to witness this amazing achdus and unity and fairness that existed among the Kohanim in the times of the Beis HaMikdash and how you and I can apply it in our lives today. You're not going to want to miss out on this, and I can't wait to show it to you. Vishloisha Frakim Bashana, 3 times a year. That was on the festivals of Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkah. Hayachal Hamishmaris Shabbos. All the groups of Kohanim were equal. Be'emorei haragolim, in that which was said about offering up the korbonos of the festivals, over chiluk Lechem Hampanim, and in the distribution of the showbread. Ba'atzeres, on Shavuos, Oimrim Loi, they would say to him, Heilach matzah, Heilach chometz. Here is your matzah, here is your chometz. Says the Bartanura, Bechiluk Lechem Hampanim, and in the distribution of the Lechem Hampanim, the showbread, Kisheira Shabbos Beregel, when Shabbos fell out on the festival, on Yomtov, Shabbos Misalkin Oisoi or Misadrin Acher, because on Shabbos they would remove the showbread, the Lechem Hampanim from the past week, or Misadrin Acher, they'd put in another new fresh Lechem Hampanim. As it says in the Passover in Vayikra, on the day of Shabbos, they would arrange it. They'd get rid of the old Shabbos showbread and put in a new one for the coming week. And then we said on Shavuos, they'd say, here's your matzah and here's your chometz. Looking at the Bartanura, about Seres Kisheira b'Shabbos, and on Shavuos that occurred on Shabbos, v'yesh bo chiluk chometz shel shtei halechem, there was a distribution of chometz, of shtei halechem, of the 2 breads of Shavuos, which was chometz, who was unleavened, v'chiluk lechem hampanim, and also the distribution of the showbread, shei matzah, which was matzah. Oimrim Loi, they would say to the Kohanim when they gave it to him, l'chol echad, to each one, kishenosim loi chelka, when they gave him his portion, b'lechem hampanim, in the showbread, heilach matzah, here is matzah. Ucheshenosim loi chelka b'shtei halechem, when they gave each Kohen his portion in the 2 breads, oimrim loi heilach chometz, here is your chometz. Yum yum yum! Why did they have to tell him, we're giving you chometz, we're giving you matzah? Because we don't distribute one korban at the expense exclusively of another. But mikol korban kol echad noitel kelkoi. But from every korban, each kohen would take his portion, and not you get from this, so you don't get from that. We don't do that. Kedanafgalon melachol b'nei Aaron tia ishke achiv. As we've learnt in the Passover that it says to all the Bnei Aaron, he will be each man like his brother, that they'd have an equal share. Lefichach, therefore, moediin oisoi, we inform him, shenosin loi chelkoi, that we give to him his portion, bein b'chometz, bein b'matzah, whether it's the chometz or whether it's the matzah. Mishmar shezmanai kavua, a group whose time was fixed for that week, Hul Makriv Tamidin. It would offer up the regular burnt offerings of the morning and the afternoon, Nadorim. Someone said that I take upon myself to give a cow. So if that cow died, he would have to replace it with another. That's called a vow or a promise offering. Or Nadovis, and donations. Somebody came along and says, Harizur, behold, this cow I'm going to give to the Beis HaMikdash. If that particular cow died, then he's free from offering it. So those type of donations, Nadorim and Nadavos, was be done by the group whose time was fixed for that week, or Sha'ar Korbonos Tzibur, and other korbonos of the congregation as well. That fixed group for that week would be offering them up. What are the other korbonos of the congregation? We've got a slightly different textual version. It says v'chol korbonos tzibur, but it's referring to the same thing. La'asoi par helam dava, to include a bull of a concealment of a matter shel tzibur of the congregation, or se'ira avodah zarah, and the goats of avodah zarah. So when it came to offering up these bulls or these goats that was done by the regular group, what happened over here? Sheshago Beis-Din, the Beis-Din made a mistake. V'to, and they were mistaken b'hoira, in their instruction. V'asur rov hakol al piyam, and the majority of the congregation did according to their mouths. In other words, they did according to what was instructed from their mouths. V'im ira kain b'regel, if it happened on a Yomtov, mishma shezmane kavua, the group whose time was fixed for that week, makrivim oisoi, they would be the ones to offer up these special korbonos as an atonement for the Beis-Din's mistake in instructing the congregation to do things that they should not have done. Or makrives hakoil, and they would offer everything. What is including everything that they'd offer this regular group? This refers to special offerings that were brought when the Mizbeach was idle during Yom Tov time. The other groups would not offer it, but only the group whose time was fixed would offer up these extra korbonos out of respect for the Mizbeach, to keep the Mizbeach busy, giving up offerings even when it was idle and it wasn't such a busy time. The people there would purchase extra korbonos to put on the Mizbeach to keep it busy during quiet times. Yomtov hasamach l'Shabbos, a Yomtov that was close to Shabbos, bein milfaneha, bein mil'achareha. If Yomtov fell out, let's say it was the day before Shabbos, so it could have been on a Friday, so then they'd have to come before Friday in order to be there for the Yom Tov on Friday. And then when the Yom Tov finished, the day after would have been Shabbos, so they couldn't leave, they'd have to stay. If Yom Tov was Ben Mel Achrel, whether it was afterwards, after the Shabbos, so then they would have to come before Shabbos as well and stay over Shabbos in order to be on time for the Yom Tov that came directly after it, because they couldn't come on Shabbos for the Yom Tov, which would be on a Saturday night. So hayachol mishmaris Shabbos, all groups were equal b'chiluk Lechem Hampanim, in the distribution of the Lechem Hampanim. As we reach the end of our captivating journey, looking at the world through the eyes of the Kohanim in the times of the Beis Hamikdash, all those thousands of years ago, I hope that you've gained a deep appreciation for their holy work and the remarkable unity that they shared during their operations in the times of the Beis Hamikdash. From the equal sharing of the korbonos, to the Lechem Hampanim, to the Shtei HaLechem, to the 2 loaves of bread of Shavuos, we see how the Kohanim worked in complete harmony with each other and dedication in their service in the Beis Hamikdash. They were a team and they always helped each other while they were working together in the Holy Temple. Wouldn't it be great if you and I could do that too? Thank you for joining me on this enlightening adventure, and as we part our ways, may the concept of cooperation and achdus be a guiding light for you and me and everyone around us on how we should live, because when we live that way and we live in a state of unity among our friends and our family and people we do things with, this will help usher in a time where we'll have world unity, the time of Mashiach, the long-awaited time for the coming of Mashiach, which should happen speedily in our days right now.